Hello. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel. You're in for a real treat today, as per usual. Well, maybe not, I guess. But I wanted to share some uh, pretty cool things on iMovie that you may not be aware of. Ticks and chips, tricks and tips on iMovie, and maybe some comedy, I guess, too. But I don't know if you're aware of this. If the color correction, if you notice up here, right there's some pretty cool things. Now, I can drag it in the timeline. Which is timeline's down here, or just work on it from up here, the color correction, that is. So I'm going up here to the color correction. And, okay, it's a little bland right there. So you can move it and just do that. And voila, look how much nicer that is versus, the other way. Now, if I reset it, look how nice it is. And it's not a bad color, of course, but you can make it look a little nicer. Easy for me to say. You can make it look nicer by doing certain things with it. So the color correction is always there for a reason. Also, there's things like this, more color corrections that look pretty cool. Suppose you want a little more blue let's go this. Let's do it this way. I can drag it into the timeline, and I always like to do fit, crop to fill. If you want, like a crop to fill would be, if you're not quite aware, you can make a section look bigger. So now it's in crop to fill. It may reduce the resolution a little bit, but here's another one that looks nicer. Especially right here, the saturation, if you make it look a little more brighter yellow, and you want to have a little more yellow or go blue this way. You never want to go blue this way because it'll make it lose all the saturation, lose all the color. So this way, you always want to make sure to go to the right, and you want to balance the yellowish out, so you want to go a little more blue. That doesn't look that great. It looks a little too bright. Yellow, looks more yellowish. If you love yellowish, but I like a little more blue with yellow, which makes green. Also like orange. But anyway, so there's just different things you can do with iMovie that they're pretty cool. You probably know this, but maybe you don't. So it's just something that if you're an iMovie user, you can make your videos look good. You don't always have to have the Final Cut Pros or the DaVinci Resolves or so on and so on. iMovie is good. The only thing you can't put, like, when it comes to like Final Cut Pro, you can't use all the features with picture-in-picture. You can only have two things in your timeline, one on top, one on the bottom, when you want to do a picture-in-picture. When it comes to Final Cut Pro, you can do, I think there's limits, but you can do up to like 5 to 10 picture-in-picture with Final Cut Pro. But iMovie, you can only use one. But if you just want the simple things, there's a lot of things that you can still learn with iMovie. So anyway, thank you for watching the channel. Have a nice day.